Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 tropes. I have to admit, I am kind of a trope whore. I love tropes. I know some people just don't like them, but I like writing them, I like reading them, I like them in movies and TVs. I'm one of those people who likes tropes. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's different people in the world, but I wanted to talk about my top 5 tropes that I really enjoy, or the ones I could think of that I enjoyed, and I wanted to get into that. Just to let you know, next week we are going to be having some very special announcements. One is bookish and one is kind of bookish but kind of not. It's just really exciting that I'm going to be announcing. So stay tuned for next week's video and maybe sneak peeks on my Twitter and Instagram if you follow me down below, and I will let you know some sneak peeks on what's to come. But let's just hop right into my top 5 tropes. These are in no particular order, just to let you know. These are just what I wrote out and I'm going to go through them. My first favorite trope that I like to read and write is the enemies to lovers trope. Now I know this is a lot of people's favorite trope because they talk about it on Twitter and Instagram. I love this. I love the tension that goes with it. I love the banter that goes with it. I just think it's so wonderful, and the payoff of enemies to lovers when it's done correctly, oh my gosh, it's so amazing when you are in a scene. And my favorite enemies to lovers are when they're fighting and they're like, they know they like each other or they know they're in love with each other, and all of a sudden they're fighting either verbally or physically, and one of them just kisses the other and it's just like game over from then on out. I love that. It's my guilty pleasure. I eat that stuff up so much. It's the best. My second trope that I enjoy reading is a love triangle. I know a lot of people don't like this trope anymore, which is totally fine, but for me, I love a love triangle. I don't know why. I just really enjoy reading love triangles. I can think of multiple ones that I like, and I like them when they actually are done correctly, where you don't know which side our main character is going to choose. I don't like it when it's like, obviously, like, let's go with Gale, Peeta, and Katniss, that love triangle. It was totally obvious she was not going to pick Gale, at least to me. It wasn't going to happen. But I really like when you are on the edge of your seat trying to figure out who she wants, who she's going to pick, or he, whichever, but most of the time you're in a main character's head that is a girl with a love triangle, or the ones I've read, and I really like that because you can like go back and forth of which character or which love interest you like better, and most of the time I like both of them equally, or one a little bit more, but then the other one does something and I'm like, wait, I like them more, and then I can't decide. My third favorite trope on this list is the found family. I love found families. I think that they're so fun to write, one, but I also think they're so much fun to read. The one found family that I always think of when I think of this trope is in The Darkest Minds. Throughout the entire series, the kids just find their little family that they're with each other the entire time, and I love that. It's one of my favorite novels because of that trope, and I don't know, I just love found families, and I think it's just such a sweet and wholesome trope. My fourth favorite trope on this list is, I put this as a slash because I couldn't decide which one I wanted to like name this, but I'm gonna go with both, and because they're the same thing but a little bit different. And the first slash is a villain redemption slash heroes who do terrible things and villains who do good things. I really like this kind of trope, but it's not even that like I want a character to redeem themselves so we like them. I want a villainous character who is so bad, which I love bad characters. I am a like crack addict for bad characters, villains, but I like when they redeem themselves as the evil character. Like, they redeem themselves, but they're still so evil nothing's gonna change, that they're that way. So I love that, but I also love when heroes do terrible things and villains do the good things. I like when it switches all of a sudden. All of a sudden our main character is looked at as the villain in the story, and our villain is looked at as a little bit less of a villain compared to our main character, which I really like that dynamic. Because when you look at it, sometimes our main characters don't make the best decisions, and so I like that kind of like teeter-totter effect of, yes, this villain is so evil and so bad and we hate them, but look what our main character just did compared to the villain. And it's like, you don't know what to do. So I love those tropes. I love villainous tropes. Fifth and final trope on this list is undiscovered powers. I love a good undiscovered powers person. A girl or a boy is just normal in school and they're just living their normal boring lives and they hate it, and then all of a sudden they have powers and they are in this world that they don't know, or they're with these powers that they don't know how to control. I love that. I think it's one of my favorites. Probably why I love Cassandra Clare's books so much, because I started out with Clary and she was just a normal girl who was thrown into the Shadowhunter world. I love that. Oh, Harry Potter, thrown into the wizarding world. It's my jam. I love it. As you can tell, I'm really passionate about tropes, and I can't. So those are my top 5 tropes that I thought of. If you have a favorite trope that I didn't mention, or if one of these was your favorite trope, let me know down below. I think my favorite right now to write is the enemies to lovers trope, because I am writing an enemies to lover trope in one of my books, but I do enjoy all of these all the same. So let me know what your favorite trope is, or if you don't like tropes, let me know that as well. Like I said, make sure to check back on my channel if you're not already subscribed next week for some bookish updates and a really exciting one. Also check on my Instagram and Twitter for those sneak peeks. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time in Wonderland, loves. Bye!